Welcome to Cartagena! It is such a beautiful colonial city at the rim of Caribbean. With so many things to discover in this charming place, what are we waiting for? Let's explore Cartagena! We arrived at the bus terminal of Cartagena, from which you could take the comfortable bus directly to the historical center. First impression of the city? Wonderful! Narrow streets lined with beautiful colonial houses crisscross the city center. But to know more about the city and its long history, let's join a local free walking tour. Gonna start the walking tour with Beyond Colombia! Let's explore Cartagena! Yay! Let the tour begin and learn more about the city. The old town of Cartagena is actually inscribed into the UNESCO World Heritage List in 1984. And soon after that, they started rebuilding everything. And the good thing about that was that the investment started pouring in, and that created a lot of jobs and opportunities in the city. And according to the tour guide, God bless UNESCO. Yes, God bless UNESCO for making Cartagena prosperous. This is Plaza de los Coches, one of the main square of Cartagena. And you can find the historical clock tower and also the statue of the founder, Pedro de Heredia. And the main market, or the Plaza del Mercado, used to be located in this square as well. We are now standing in the Customs Square, or Plaza de la Aduana, and this square got its name because of the customs house that's located over here. And back in the days, all the goods that came into the city had to pass through this gate, and because of that, this place used to be the main point of doing business, like buying and selling. And sadly, the merchandise that was traded here, including all the slaves that came from Africa. Here we have the monument of Christopher Columbus. Strangely, Christopher Columbus never set foot in Colombia itself. However, the name Colombia is actually derived from Columbus, which is quite weird, right? The official name of Cartagena is actually Cartagena de Indias, or Cartagena of India. And that was because there are like other Cartagenas in other parts of the world, like in Spain and other countries of Latin America. And they thought like, let's just make it Cartagena of India, because originally, Christopher Columbus wanted to go to India. We learned a lot already about Cartagena from the guide. Let's check out some more things. At this particular plaza, you can find a lot of unique sculptures like this. And they are made by Carmona, an artist originally from Cartagena. Edgardo Carmona is regarded as one of the best sculptors of Colombia, just like the more famous Botero. At the same square, let's check out another site, Santuario de San Pedro de Claver. This is the sculpture of San Pedro de Claver. He is actually the patron saint of human rights, and that was because all the good things that he did to the African slaves that were brought to here back in the days. He's a good man, and he actually lived and also died in the house next door.
In the old days, Cartagena was attacked at least 4 times by the French and also the British people. However, they were never able to conquer Cartagena.
In one instance, the Cartagena was attacked by the British with like tens of thousands of soldiers, and Admiral Don Brasoleso managed to repel the British soldiers. Thanks to God, he said, and also the mosquitoes, because they killed all these British soldiers with the malaria and also the yellow fever. Otherwise, if British has succeeded in capturing Cartagena, maybe all this part of South America will be speaking English now instead of Spanish. Okay, now let's visit a slightly different type of place, which brings us to this interesting site, the National Beauty Contest Palace. This is where Miss Colombia is chosen every year, and the floor is covered with all the beautiful winners, including the 2 who won the Miss Universe. this square used to be named as the Cathedral Square because of the cathedral nearby. But afterwards, it was called as the Inquisition Square. And at this very place, there were 5 women burned that were accused as witches. But afterwards, this plaza was named as the Simon Bolivar Plaza, which is named after the Libertador over there. When you walk around in Cartagena, you will notice that some of the houses have this kind of design of doorknobs, and it actually tells about the status of the owner of the house. For example, this with the lion design, it means that the owner is from a military. When it has a fish design, it means that the owner is a merchant or a businessman. And when it has the iguana, it means that the house belongs to a very rich or important person. And in all these doors, you will find this kind of decorations, meaning that it emphasizes how wealthy and how important the people are.
Another nice thing about the walking tour was that we were brought to a really nice cafe serving special and authentic Colombian coffee. And we even got a free tasting, and boy, it was a good cup of coffee. Salud! Energized by the caffeine boost, let's continue the walking tour. The guide brought us to the last place of the tour, the city wall. It was one of the most wonderful places in Cartagena with great views of the old town, the seas, and the skyscrapers of the Boca Grande area.
We are now walking on the city wall of Cartagena. This impressive city wall was built in the 16th century by the Spanish to protect the whole city. It's impressive. Behind me is the Bay of Cartagena, and the historical part of Cartagena are built around this area. You have the Hatzamani district over there, and then the San Diego and the Centro on the other side, the walled old town. And this part where we are standing right now used to be a strait separating Hatzamani and the walled old town. And by the way, the building over there used to be a market, but right now it is a convention center.
We were done with the walking tour of the old walled city, and now let's head to other districts of Cartagena.
We are in the Getsemaní district, and in fact, this was actually the first area that was founded in Cartagena. Nowadays, this area is full of colorful houses and also wonderful graffitis. Really a place that should not be missed during your visit to Cartagena.
Yes, indeed, for an old neighborhood, Getsemaní felt youthful and vibrant. Walking the pretty streets of Hatzamani is one of the must-dos in Cartagena.
The whole district of Hatzamani used to stand on a separate island, separated from the rest of Cartagena, including the walled old town. But afterwards, the strait was reclaimed with sand, and now it's connected to the mainland.
I'll let you enjoy the colors of Hatzamani for now.
This is Plaza de las Bovedas. It is part of the Cartagena city wall, and it used to be a dungeon, but nowadays they're all converted into shops and souvenir shops as well.
Our next stop is kinda modern, yet quite unique that it warrants a visit. Spoiler alert, it's a shopping mall, but not like any other mall that you've ever seen.
This is a really unique shopping mall in Cartagena because it has a design of a Plaza del Toro, or like a bullfighting ring. Look at it.
As the day drew to a close, it's best to spend it at the waterfront area to enjoy the dusk of Cartagena. And that was our trip in the old town of Cartagena. The city is full of history since its founding, and this UNESCO World Heritage town is really vibrant, and it has a lot of discoveries and opportunities, not only for you as tourists, but also for the locals. Anyway, we're gonna continue with our journey, so we will see you in the next video. We will see you in the next adventure. So, subscribe!